Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features a very good rushing offense. The Panthers are top 10 in rushing TDs, and they'll go up against a Lions defense that needs to be ready for that.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And the Carolina Panthers. First carry for Samaje Perine. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. On play action, they'll throw. And complete on the right side to Bennett. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 8 yards in the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Brad Nortman on to punt it away. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Do you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. You might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. Off the play fake, here's Dobbs. He's going to rifle one deep left side. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
You know, every time we talk with people about the most important quality for a quarterback to have in the NFL, what do they usually cite?
Arm strength.
Yeah, and that's really way down on the list. Accuracy is one of the bigger ones, maybe the foremost one. That's what he needed on that play.
Here's Dobbs to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Short throw pick 6 right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 1st and 10, Dobbs. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On 1st down, it's Gurley. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Dobbs is throwing. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Dobbs looking to throw on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
On the toss, it's Gurley. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. Throwing here, Dobbs. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
Here we go. Ohio. We got three.
And the tight end goes in motion left. They're running with Gurley. 1 yard is the gain. And it'll be 1st down, Panthers.
I tell you, on that first glance, I thought he got it easily. But the mark was not a real favorable one. As it turns out, they do give him the 1st down, but that was very close to going the other way.
1st down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Come on, let's go. Flex round. Let's go.
Now Dobbs. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Edwards. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off season about our season open opponent. and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a
different story.
Long night.
Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
Meanwhile, down in Dallas, an update from there. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And this seemingly endless drive continues.
Let's go.
They'll go option to the short side. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
We've seen this offense go for it on 4th down already on this drive. I wonder if they'll go for it again.
They certainly wouldn't rule it out with these guys. And Parkey's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
It's Pirine to begin the drive. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
They'll run again with Pirine. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the 1st. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
And he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. Now a carry for Pirine. Trucks over him. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. And there the counter play proves successful for the touchdown. What typically makes a counter play in general successful, Charles?
Well, what you're trying to do, Brandon, is to get the team moving in one direction, meaning the defense. Get them going in one direction and then wall them off with your blocking and bring it back in the other direction. That way, you don't actually have to punish them with your blocking. You just position them. And if you have any kind of a good back, he'll take full advantage of it and gain good yardage.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Here's Dobbs to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he goes out right around the 39. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. Now a handoff for Gurley. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. Slot man moves right. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Out of the gun, Dobbs. Going right side here, and that's complete. The 12 yards that time and picking up the first. First down now, but the clock continues to move. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. Gurley's got the first down and then some. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Todd Gurley with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. They are in the second quarter down in Miami. The Jets out to an early lead over the Dolphins. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Again, here's Pirine. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, that play certainly felt like what I call a tendency breaker. 1st and 10, they dial up a draw play. That's not a normal situation, but give credit to the defense. They weren't fooled. Touchdown,
Detroit! A big play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Lions add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
This one taken just inside the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here we go! Ohio!
They go play action here on first down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. On play action, it's Dobbs. Going for the deep ball. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
They start on the ground with Pirine. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is
going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They try right side here, Gurley. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Dobbs. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. They tried to run it to the short side of the field. There just wasn't a whole lot of room to work with.
Yeah, it seems like things just kept getting strung out towards the sideline, and he kept looking for a spot to dive up into the gap. There just wasn't one, so that turned into nowhere to run, nowhere to hide.
And no gain. Dobbs now on second down. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
The Panthers on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Let's go! Ohio!
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
The Panthers on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round!
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now Dobbs. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Here we go! Flex round! Flex round! Here we go! Grand 38! Grand 38!
In motion goes the tight end. Here we go. It's Gurley. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Give him 6 on the play, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio!
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Gurley again here on first down. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
3 yards remaining here on second down. To throw is Dobbs. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now receiver in motion left. On first and goal, Gurley. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Todd Gurley. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Panthers have got it back to a one-score game. And they'll get set here looking for the two-point conversion. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. They'll try and run it here. And he'll get in for the 2 points. And that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And the slot man goes in motion left. The drive starts with a handoff to Pirine. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. Second down.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw, and that is incomplete. Samaje Pirine, the intended target. And now it's 3rd down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way, so he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it, just move on to the next play.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser, headed for the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
Let's go.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On 1st down, Dobbs to throw. Out left, he's got it to Everett. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
They're on to the second half now down in Miami. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here.
Here we go. Let's go. Ryan 38.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Well, he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They'll run it here with Pirine. And some room to work. Powering his way forward. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run it now out of the gun. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Setting up the screen to Pirine. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got some space here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides. So I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
Anytime
right.
we have a
That's
defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
to throw now on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. He'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Partner, I think there's a lesson there. Some days you're just having a really tough time, and for the defense, today has been that day. But after that play, what do you learn? You can still make plays even when the other guy's having success against you.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They're going to look to throw. Escape Petty can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. They've gone to the 4th quarter now in Dallas and make it a 2-touchdown advantage now for the Giants. A win would be just their 2nd of the year if they could hold on. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. As they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he's brought down. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. 1st down now, but that clock rolling.
All right, they picked up yardage, but they've got to get up to the line of scrimmage and spike it. They've got 1 timeout left. Want to save it.
Back to throw. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down. Second down, here's an option right. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. The keeper gets him 7 that time, but it'll lead to a third down. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
They've gone to the fourth quarter now in Dallas. You saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be just their second of the year if they could hold on. So a money kick there in the final seconds, and now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
So out now come the Lions. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive, you do throw the Hail Mary and see if you can get something downfield.
What would you do?
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
Let's see if they are in line with Charles Davis. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. Now a first throw here in overtime. And complete on the right side to Bennett. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. On play action, they'll throw. And this is going to be incomplete. The temptation to go for it probably there. Always is, especially in overtime. Got to punt it, though.
I think you're right. I think that you absolutely have to punt it away and trust your defense, especially play a little field position here. But you're so right about the temptation. Another way to satisfy that, though, line up in punt formation and fake it. That's another way to get it done.
And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done, now part 2. And he's got room. Really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Come on, let's go. Flex round. Flex round. Come on, let's go.
Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Second down following the run.
Let's go. One, hot. One, hot.
Back to throw Dobbs. Flush to his right. And he slides to avoid the hit. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
In motion comes the tight end left. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. Charles, any chance they go for it here?
I think that there's a chance. They have to consider it because of the way they played offense in this game. I mean, look at the scoreboard. Look at the points that they put up. They feel confident that they can keep it going. But the risk is, and the downside is, you don't get it here, you've set up your opponent in really good field position.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. They run. It's Gurley. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. Todd Gurley unable to get it past the line. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit.
Here we go. 3-19.
Here's Piran.
3-19.
Room here to run. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Lions, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.